Alright, so today I'm going to be talking a bit about some tips and tricks to find more sheds with that coming up here in the next couple weeks. So here in Wisconsin, I really don't start looking until about usually that last week in February or that first week in March is when I really start to look. Looking prior to that, you can definitely find some sheds, but I would say a lot of the larger bucks, I don't know why, but they tend to hold on to their antlers until late February a lot of the times. But when I shed hunt, one of the first things that I do is I just go through and check all my food plots right away, or food sources. I think I find about 50% of my sheds right away in food plots or ag fields, including cut corn, cut beans, standing beans, etc. It's just going to be the easiest spot. That's where the deer spend a lot of their time in the day, is on ag. And obviously the surrounding areas around ag. I find a lot of sheds on trails leaving to and from the bedding areas to that ag, or fence rows along ag or food plots, and a lot of the grass too. Just CRP grass. They really like to bed in that. It gives them good cover, especially if it's a south-facing CRP field. I see a lot of sheds in there. Another thing that'll really help you find more sheds is finding good thermal cover. I think this is a huge thing, especially in northern Wisconsin. You have to be where the deer are bedding, and a lot of those deer will group up and find good thermal cover, such as cedars, pines, spruce trees. All those trees provide plenty of thermal cover for them. And I find a lot of my sheds up north on our farm in cedar swamps, especially higher humps in those cedar swamps. I probably find 25% of my sheds there. Another big thing when it comes to shed hunting is when I look for sheds in hill country out in western Wisconsin, or areas with different topography changes. I look on a lot of south-facing slopes. That's where the sunlight's going to be most of the day, and the deer will definitely be bedding in these areas. On my farm in western Wisconsin, I find most of the sheds, if they're not on food or going to or from food, they're going to be on south-facing slopes. It's just how the deer bed over there. They just want to soak up all the sunlight that they can throughout the day. It just really keeps them warm throughout the day. And if you think about it, that's how you or I want to be, is warm throughout the day. So the deer don't think much differently. Another thing, making sure you're just going in and looking thoroughly. I go to my best spots right away in the morning when I first start shed hunting or looking, just because I'm more aware of my surroundings, I think, and it just betters my chances. And don't be afraid to go back and look twice. Me and my buddies, we went on my farm in western Wisconsin last year, and we actually went back through a field that we had already found 4 sheds in, and ended up finding 2 more the second time. So you can definitely easily miss them, especially in cut corn. It's just really tough to find. Make sure to use these tips now. I got plenty of videos coming out. I'm going to pump a weekly vid out on this channel. Going to start doing some videos on habitat consulting and properties that I've helped design up in the past with proven success. I shot this buck this past year on November 3rd on one of the farms that I had designed out. And then another buddy of mine on one of the farms I had designed ended up shooting a 160-inch deer out there. One of his little nephews did during the youth season, so that was pretty cool. I was able to get 2 of my buddies on their first bucks this year, so make sure to like and subscribe if you want more hunting content and good video quality.